Hey guys, how are you doing? Today is September 17. Actually, I recorded this program at September 16 because my house has small construction, so it's very noisy. I recorded it at Thursday night when the technician just gone. Right, I can't record anything when they are working because it's very noisy, something like that. So today I'm going to not discuss, right, is introduce, right, a stock just go public listed few months before. Is called Torrid. Do you know that, right? Torrid is a brand, a shop for don't use the word fat. Do not use the word fat, right? We use this is quite terrible. You use this word fat, right? You use the word SIZE women apparel, right? SIZE women apparel. Many years before, I did some brands in UK called Big and Tall, and I remember one brand is called Long Talk Sally, right? It's for big sized women. So this Torrid is for the women's with the size, with the apparel with the size plus size. That means a little bit large, right? Don't call it fat, right? This is very bad, right? So today I will introduce a little bit to you on this new public listed stock, but this is not a new company. This company established in, this is an American brand, right? Established since 2001, 20 years already. So our Falcon portfolio to 97%, all we know that Fed is going to taper the scale of buying back the bonds, right? She has Fed has to do it because the inflation is quite strong, right? So they will said that they will start tapering the buying back of the bonds in this month, right? I think the adjusting of the interest rate will be next year, maybe 2022. But Fed will start to taper the buying back of the bonds starting from September, right? So if any stocks, any company you want me to analyze, you can leave your comment under the YouTube, or you can email to me by usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. You can see that we have an increment of on last year on 55%, and this year we still got 25%, right? Don't expect that every year strong as 55%, then soon I will become very rich, right? So I think 25% is still okay, right? And we have in this portfolio, we have Google, Apple, Facebook, PayPal, Adobe, and AMD, right? On another portfolio that we have Microsoft. We are going to say a little bit on Microsoft in the next screenshot. And this is one of the shop of Torrid. You know what means by Torrid? Torrid means dry, looking for love. Something like that, but quite powerful, right? So you can see the apparel is a little bit large sized, right? Large sized. Not very so picky on the fitting because it's loose size, right? Sometimes it's loose size, except the pants, right? Except the pants, especially for the denim. But moreover, then it will be more focusing on the fabrication. Then is it comfortable? And then does the outlook makes the lady more energetic? And then they are not old, right? Then later on we will introduce some basic information to you that those that buy SIZE woman apparel, they are not old. Many of them are very young, right? So yesterday the Dow Jones still rise 200 points, something like that. For the Nasdaq also rise at 100 points. I want to take some screenshots to introduce Microsoft. We have this stock. I have this stock. Another portfolio also has Microsoft, this stock, right? This stock is quite good. Now it's 2.2 trillion already. And then why I take some screen to say about Microsoft is because Microsoft stock prices increased sharply. Why? Because then it will has two actions. One action is quite recently it will increase the dividend 10% because it has too many cash. It has too much cash, right? Then I think this is a good thing, right? And we'll start the buyback of the stock. About the amount is 60 billion US dollar, and then buyback of the stock, right? Because it, right? Then I think it's a good thing because Microsoft now will introduce a new window, Windows 11. We all know that, right? Windows 11. And then there will be a new combination of the Microsoft Office, and then there will be a new Dual Pro, right? Dual 2. The smartphone has two screens, right? And then we'll have a new Surface Book launched, and also it will upgrade the Azure. So actually, I don't think that any product in the market can replace Microsoft. I even don't think that she has enemies. She has rivals. No rivals. The only system on the PC is Windows. Xbox has its own game, has its own console. Azure is the second biggest data center in America or in the world, right? Only one Azure. No one can take the challenge on the Microsoft Office, right? So what else others has, right? Also, it is enhancing the team functions. When she enhanced the team functions, then Zoom's stock price goes down because Microsoft can easily beat Zoom. Easily. No difficulty, right? So why you not buy Microsoft stock, right? She is a very, very big blue chip in the American stock market. So I want to give you some information that Microsoft is a very good stock for you to hold. I hold this one for a few years already. I hold Microsoft for at least 3 years. And then another portfolio also brought Microsoft for a few years already. Let me see how much we earned for the past few years. Let me tell you, our another portfolio, we bought Microsoft at 2020, January 14, right? That means about 1.5 years before. And then the stock price, we bought in is 163, and now is 304. We earn how much? We earn 87% in 1 year, 1.5 years. So I think this is quite amazing stock, right? So it's your choice. So this is the historical stock price chart. You can see if you bought it at 5 years before, it is 52. Now it's 302. It has a very big market cap, 2.27 trillion. All right. So I think it's a call, right? Okay, let us see the Torrid stock price first, right? When it first go to IPO, just few months before, right? Just in July, then it has a peak from 25, drop a little bit, and then to the peak as 30, and then it dropped it very sharply to 19 yesterday. Why? So here's the why, right? And then remember the PE ratio is 83.7. This PE ratio is higher than the Lululemon. Let me see what is the PE ratio of Lululemon. 66. But you can't compare them directly because their target segment are different. So this is Torrid shop, right? Torrid shop is large size, as we can see, and quite beautiful. You can see that. Of course, I can't put it on, right? Because I'm a man, right? But you can see that they are very beautiful. Not like before. Many years before, when I'm still doing the apparel, right? It's something like 10 years before. Then we do the long talk study. We do the big and tall for the UK. And those garments are very pink, right? Just like the red one, sleeveless one on the windows, you can see, right? And very pink one, right? But now you can see it's a lot of different fabrications, very luxury feel, then a lot of accessories. And today is different from past days. So this is for, right, plus-size woman. You can say as a large woman, but don't say the word fat, right? Then you will be, they will, oh, this guy so rude, something like that, right? So this is a very beautiful pictures, and you can see the ladies are very young, not old. A lot of people will think that, oh, plus-size woman is very old and not beautiful. No, some of them are very pretty, right? So they are just, right. This is another very nice picture, right? And I think that for the tops, right, it can be a little bit loose, right? But for the jeans, especially for the denim, then the fitting has to be very strong, because especially at the crotch, because then this is the point that the force applied to. So let me give you some information about Torrid. And Torrid is established in 2001. This is an American company started from California. 2001, that means this year is 20 years already. For all along is for plus-size women, right? Plus-size women apparel and accessories. This company was founded in California, and today she has 600 physical shops. 600. Many of them are in USA, and some of them are in Canada. 2 years before, USA plus-size women apparel and underwear market, how much it worth? 85 billion US dollar. So this market is very big, right? This market is very big. But the point is, you have to establish a brand inside this field that the ladies will trust your brand, right? It's not just then, okay, I provided something with a large size. No, you will fail. You have to put a lot of effort to maintain the image, right? You can see the USA size 10 women. How many people, how many ladies have the size 10 or up? 90 million. 90 million. You can see, right? Nearly one third, right? So 2/3 of the population of the USA women population size, right? And the target of Torrid's target customer is from 25 to 40 years old plus-size women, right? So wow, this is quite young, right? 25 to 40 years old. And from Torrid's customer analysis, then under 40 years old has 58%. So a lot of the plus-size women age is very young, under 40 years old. And the average size is 18, not the age is 18. And active customer for Torrid is 340 million ladies. So you can see this is a very big customer group, right? Not just as we said that, oh, this is just a gimmick. No, not a gimmick. A lot of ladies in America has a bigger size, right? So here is Torrid's net sales from 2018 to this year. So you can see that she has even in 2020, right, just dropped it a little bit during the pandemic, and then this year rise up again, right? This is 10 million US dollar. Let us take some time to analyze the financial data of Torrid. So this is for the season just passed, is May to July, of course in US dollar. Some figures are quite interesting. For the net sales increased a lot, right? 332 million US dollar. And for the net income is 39 million. Last year is only 8.27 adjusted. Last year is bad because there is the pandemic. And then the net profit, 11.7% this year. and last year just 6.7%. So you can say that Torrid sales almost returned to pre-pandemic sales level, almost, not 100%, at least 80% recovered already. And there is some figures that I think is not quite ring true. You can see for the cash on hand is 50.5 million, but 1 year before is 122, decreased it. And then for the long debt also increased it. And for the accumulated deficit is 272 million. 1 year before is only 74. You can say because of the pandemic. You can say because of the pandemic. So you can see the net income decreased a lot. Last year only 8 million. 8 million is 8 million for one season is a very low figure. You can divide this by 600 shops. She has 600 shops, right? So you can divide by 600. So every shop, every month, the profit is nearly zero, right? But we can examine for these figures is the net income increased, right? The cash, in the contrary, decreased, and the long debt also increased. This is not very happy figures. And there is the accumulated deficit, right? Increased at nearly 200 million. Let's do a very quick analysis on the figure is the whole year net profit we estimated is the times 4, because this is only for one season, right? It's 156 million US dollar, and the cash is 72.45 billion less, decreased, and the long debt increased at 135 billion more. So you can see those figures, right? The net profit you can offset with the long debt for 1 year. So the cash on hand is very few, just 72 million US dollar. So we can calculate like that for the whole year's net profit, right? We offset with the long debt, right? No debts anymore. And she has 600 shops, right? So if we divided the cash into 600 shops, so each individual shops, how much she has? 120,000 US dollar. 120,000 US dollar. That means what? That means the finance of this company is not very good. You can say it's bad, right? So it has to maintain a very good business all along. Otherwise, she needs to borrow more money, right? This is what it is. So do not recommend you to buy this stock at this moment. But we can think in another angle is this is not a new company. This company been established for 20 years already, and the finance is still not good, right? So you can see why the stock price goes down. So this is a very simple analysis. I hope you will analyze all the stock in the similar way, right? Do not only see the net profit rate, EBITDA, income, net profit. Also see the cash. Also examine the figures of the long debt, especially the long debts, right? Especially the long debts. So you can analyze like this. Divide by 800 shops. So each shop's nearly no cash, right? If the business goes not so well, then it will have deficit again. Then it has to raise money again. So this is not the company at this moment you should buy in. So please analyze like that, right? So you will, not all the USA stock will go up, right? Only few of them are good stock, right? I'm not saying that Torrid is a bad company, but at this stage, we can explain why the stock price goes up and then goes down sharply. Because it doesn't have a lot of cash, right? When the storm comes, then it will collapse. It is Microsoft is another company that is quite contrary to this one. Microsoft, everything, they have the monopoly. You have to use them, right? No substitute. And then she is the monopoly of the market that she has. And also, she is very rich. She has a lot of money, right? She has money that too much, then she has to increase the dividend and then buy back for the stock. Otherwise, she will stock the too much money. No use, right? So this is in the contrary. I hope that this is useful to you, right? Okay, today we share up to here, and if you like this program, please give me a like, and then any comment are welcome under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me. And if you think your friend will also like this video, you can share with them. Please help me to hit the subscribe and then the bell icon, so whenever there is new video uploaded, YouTube will inform you immediately. Okay, today is Friday, and then we hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you guys next week. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.